EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the LA Chargers. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. At their own 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You look at this Carolina defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Lion, ready.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL. I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Set.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Set. Hold me trips right. Hey, count play. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
45, 1, 10.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38.
Now Rattler. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Set. Grenade. Ready.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Set.
On first down, it's Hampton. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready.
Hampton is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Set.
Now it's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. He gets a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. To the air is Rattler. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Carolina. Mitchell Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lamb McConkey, 71 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. 14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Black, ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Herbert. Open man, right side. That's McConkey. Touchdown, LA! Lamb McConkey. the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Down.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Rattler. They'll find McMillan here. The 20, 5, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Panthers 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. His way forward. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's to Bond, Isaiah Bond. And they'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13, and the Charger first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for it so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Go, let's go. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, 26 yards. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Panthers 14.
Dicker field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still going double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point on the good by Dicker. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Ready. Blue 32. Set.
Rattler working out of the gun. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will start with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, right.
Now 2nd and 3.
Down. Ken Black.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing once more, here's Rattler. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Panthers 21. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He nearly broke that through more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. On the coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Set. Ray. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ready. Black 40.
Second and 14. Under pressure, and they get to him again. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Blue, third check view.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's right. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
I'm staying inside, shorty, you and I vibe to the pool. Like Tupac, I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going to the west side, giving side eyes. Anybody that I really recognize, ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Set.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to home and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Well, they get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ray.
On the toss, here's Hampton. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second down and 3.
Set.
Again, it's Hampton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Set. 380. Delta. Set.
Herbert now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Trevor Etienne, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Chargers.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They passed the 30 down to about the 27. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. This one finds McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
The Chargers will.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A running play, it's Downer. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. There's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8. Oh, 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, that'll be incomplete. But he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Panthers.
Here we go, set.
And Rattler, he'll throw again. He'll find McMillan here. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Panthers 35. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 8.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3.
Home to troops right. Set. Set.
He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trying to run for it with Hampton. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.